Oh, yeah. Step into a mock draft. Oh, my goodness. Welcome in, everybody. This is Cream of the Crop, a fantasy hockey podcast presented by Apples and Genos. You're going to like the way you feel. I guarantee it. All right. Yeah, this is Cream of the Crop. My name is Blake Creamer. I'm your host. Please follow me on Twitter /X. It's at Blake Creamer AG. And of course, head into the Apples and Genos Discord as well. Link is in the description. Nate is running a bunch of best ball leagues, and they're popping off. Yeah, we've got 10 leagues so far, and they're filling up pretty quick. So definitely get in there, even just for that. There's lots of good conversation going on, but you can get in these best ball leagues. They're basically just pick the best players and set it and forget it for the season. And it's $5 to get in. So those are great leagues and a great way to kind of scratch that draft itch. You know what else is a great way to scratch that draft itch? Mock drafting with me. Oh, baby, that's what the hell we're doing today, and it's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to this episode. Yeah, it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm just so appreciative to be with Apples and Genos that the fan base here is awesome already. Before I even joined, so thank you guys for listening to Apples and Genos and for being interested enough to fill this up so we can do this. But yeah, this is going to be epic as hell. All right. Today, I'm going to be completing a 12-team mock draft with you, the listeners. That's lovely. Yeah. It's going to be epic. As I said, I'm hoping to do more of these. My thought here is just to do drafts, picking from different spots in the draft and see how the teams shake out. And I've got 11 of the biggest beauties around with me here today to get this thing done. All right. I just find this content really valuable, and with other fantasy pods that I listen to, and I wanted to get in on the action, and I wanted to bring that value to you, the listener. All right. Because yeah, this is draft season. This is can make or break our season, right? Obviously we're going to help you with streaming and everything, waiver wire pickups during the year, but what you do here makes a big difference, right? We want to try and get it as right as possible. Right. So that said, it's still pretty early. So these ADPs on Fantrax here, they're not where they need to be, and there's some ridiculous values to be had. We'll talk, we'll talk a little bit about it as they come up. I'm going to talk through my picks and do my best to comment on others as well. Full disclaimer, I may flame you for your picks, and I expect to be flamed in return. All right. So it's lots of fun. I wish you guys were actually here with me so we could have some Bruce Stoyevskis. That would be kind of nice to do this, but it is a little early. I mean, it's 2 p.m. here Pacific time, so it's a little bit early. My daughter is currently napping. My wife took my son over to Vancouver for the weekend, so it's daddy-daughter time, and she's napping. She's doing her best to help me out so I can get this completed. But yeah, day drinking, maybe not a good idea today. Yeah, where else am I going with this? So something I've noticed so far in the mocks that I've been doing is that positional eligibility is janked on pretty much every platform. There aren't a bunch of dual eligible players. And that sucks a little bit just because that's part of draft strategy, but we'll do our best. There's also a glut of good centers available later on, and I haven't been able to help myself early, so I've been ending up with a ton of centers. So be it, damn it. But I'll give you a rundown on the scoring real quick because we're actually coming up to time here. How much time we got? Oh my God, 3.5 minutes. All right, let's go through this really quick. So it's going to be a 12-team head-to-head 9-category league. The categories are shots on goal, goals, assists, special teams points, hits, and blocks. Those are for skaters. And then for goalies, we got 3 categories: saves, save percentage, and wins. All right, that's what we're getting to business with. We're going to do 18 rounds, 14 active roster spots with 4 reserve spots. We got 2 centers, 2 right wing, 2 left wing, 4 D, 2 utility spots, and 2 goalies. All right, I'm going to be drafting out of the number 3 spot, and it's going to be a snake draft. So if you're not familiar with that, it goes from 1 to 12, and then in round 2, it goes from 12 back to 1, and so on and so forth, right? But yeah, all right, let's get into business here. Let's see who we got in the group. We're starting in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, my God. All right. First overall is going to be Jacku11. Yeah. Or I'm going to call him Jackul. Zach Attack at number 2. Of course, I'm the Creamy Beefers. I'm taking this team all the way to the top, but not if these guys have anything to say about it. Number 4, we got Hard Day's Night. Number 5, Mikos. Number 6, Jackson. Number 7, number 1, Bullshits. That's all right. That's an interesting title there, my man. TJ Stats is at 8. Get your fill up at 9. Tony at 10, Zebra Dan at 11, and Reese's Pieces, that delicious, delightful snack, is at position 12. All right. So I'll do my best at the end of this as well to kind of maybe just touch base on some of the teams, some of the interesting picks. But at the very least, I'll do another episode after, kind of just debriefing the draft a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited, man. We got a minute and 50, so let's see where we're at. First off, I've got my screen up here, so yeah, you'll see kind of my queue and everything. But obviously, I can't do this live. Otherwise, you got to be sniping me like crazy, and I don't need that. All right, that hurts my feelings. All right. So yeah, we'll see. My main thought right off the bat, number 3, I think I'm looking at either Draisaitl or Nathan MacKinnon. I think it's pretty cut and dry to me. I've seen Draisaitl slip to 4 and 5 in one of the leagues I did, which seems crazy to me. Like, especially in this format, special teams points, like, he's going to crush at that. He's going to be number 2 in the league. Obviously, he's perennial 50-goal scorer. He's playing with McDavid. That power play ridiculous. So I think he should probably be number 2. So I'm hoping that I can get Nathan MacKinnon. But I mean, MacKinnon at 2 is a great pick as well. I mean, we'll see if anybody goes off the board here and does something insane, because I would love to chat about that. But yeah, right off the bat, I'm looking at Draisaitl, Uncle Leon, or Big Mac attack, Nathan MacKinnon. I put up my new Mike Tyson's Punch-Out pictures here. I say put them up. I basically leaned them against the wall. So there you go, right up there. Those are sweet. I bought those a while ago, and I'm just been too lazy to to actually put them on the wall. So yeah, I've bought some lights. I think we're going to be doing some more YouTube stuff and TikTok stuff here at Apples and Gino. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah. All right, we're starting here in 10 seconds. We got Jakul at number 1. I think we know what he's going to do. This is a smart fantasy manager. All right. Unless he's going to go rogue or something. All right, here we go. We're starting the draft. Bang. There we go. Draft has begun. We'll see what this man does. It doesn't look like he's in the room, so I hope he actually is. But if he does end up auto drafting, it should give him Connor McDavid, which is absolutely the right pick here. Let's see. Yeah, Connor McDavid to me, ADP is 103. I mean, that's insane. Who's not taking Connor McDavid at this spot? It doesn't make sense, right? So, yeah, it looks like the clock might run out on this one, but we've got most of the people here in the room, so I'm hoping that happens. But if they miss 2 picks, it'll just auto draft. So we'll talk about that too. But McDavid should go first here, and then we'll see what Zach Attack does, because yeah, it could go either way. I've seen Pasta, I've seen Matthews go early. I mean, I don't know. Oh, here he is. Here's my boy. Okay, he's in the cool. Connor McDavid, number 1, makes total sense. All right. And we'll see what the Zach Attack is doing. He's on the clock here. Connor McDavid, if he stays healthy this season, I mean, we're going to see just another amazing season from this man. I watched just a highlight package. Someone tweeted it out, and of just his, kind of his repertoire that he had last season. And oh my God, I mean, he's incredible. Like, it's just, you can't even say it enough. The guy's on another planet. So I'm excited to see what the Oilers are going to do this year. I think they're pissed off, and they didn't make a bunch of changes, but I think a full season with Matthias Ekholm in there, and a better season by Jack Campbell, I think, and I think Skinner's going to be good too. I like the Oilers this year, and I think they'll do all right. Makes absolute sense. I'm going with Big Mac. I'm taking the Mac attack. Bang. Yeah. All right. So I got McKinnon. Matthews goes at 4. I like Matthews at 4 there. I think, you're looking at Pasta there. Yeah. Pasta goes at number 5 to Mikos. Thank you, Mikos. You're going to enjoy some pasta. All right. Pasta fasul. All right. We got Jackson here. Jackson's picking at 6. For me personally, I really like to target goals. I've said this before, and then I take Nathan MacKinnon, which, he's not. Oh, dear God. All right. So at number 6, Jackson takes Jack Hughes, and I actually like that pick. I mean, this is a category league, so it might be a bit high in this format, but I took Jack Hughes at number 6 in a points league in one of the mocks I did. Like, it's easy. Like, to me, Jack Hughes is going to be flying this season. I think in a cast leagues, he's probably closer to the end of the first round, but taking him at number 6, like that makes total sense. I mean, he's going to have a big season, and you guys know how I feel about Jack Hughes. Matty Tkachuk goes number 7 to the number 1 bullshit. Oh, buddy. My only concern with Tkachuk is injuries. Like, hopefully he gets as much of the training camp in as he possibly can, so that he can, get the business at the start of the season. Because the guys that miss the training camp, I find they just come out real slow, and he's coming off injury. Like, he broke his sternum. It's crazy. So anyways, Rantanen goes at 8. Very solid pick, no question there. Just a really safe pick in the first round here. Brady Tkachuk, yeah, in a Cats league, I'm surprised he didn't go earlier. So getting Brady Tkachuk at 9, that's ridiculous, right? Like, he probably should have went at 7 or maybe 6 even. Maybe even more than that. So Tkachuk is going to be value there. Jason Robertson goes at 10. Tage at 11. Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov and Cale Makar. Oh man, that 12 spot in drafts this year is going to be sick, because you're going to get Makar and you're going to get an elite forward, I think. I like Makar there. I think that's kind of about where he should go. Timmy Stutz goes to Zebra Dan. Buddy, nice work. All right. I love Timmy Stutz. Elias Pettersson goes, 3rd pick of the 2nd round. Maybe a little early, but I mean, that's a 100-point man. And I think the Canucks should be better this year. So I think you'll probably like that pick for sure. Now, let me see where I'm going here. Oh, man. So I got my, who I like? I found Yossi has been just dropping in drafts like crazy. Kucherov. Oh, my God. Kucherov at pick 16. That's what we call value right there. He's got Brady Tkachuk and Kucherov. Yeah. That's not too bad. That's a great start right there, because I think Kucherov actually has a little bit of headroom to do better than his 112 points that he had last season. TJ Stats, he's dynamite. Yeah, he's got Rantanen, and he's making a 2nd pick here. Like I said, very safe pick. Oh, you ding dong! He took Roman Josi right out of my grasp. Oh my God! All right, Ovechkin goes next. Let's see what Jackson does. He's got Jack Hughes. He's gonna pick somebody else. I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. You know what I like? Oh, God. I think I want to go Meyer here if I can in the 2nd round. Obviously, in a Cats league, like, this guy's value bumps up. I like JT Miller is there as well. He's got triple eligibility. Those are the 2 guys I'm kind of looking at right now. But we'll see where everybody else goes. It's getting a little stinky. I think if I can't get one of those 2 guys, I'm going to target a D-man. And probably one of those elite D-men like Rasmus Dahlin or Dougie Hamilton is probably who I'm looking at. I like to get a D, like a top D with my 2nd or 3rd pick. I think that's really key. I think it's kind of good to be in the bumpers here, by pick 1 or pick 12, because you can kind of stack up. You can get your defenseman. All right, Jackson's going full points. You got Mitch Marner with the second pick there, so he's going for elite offensive production. I think Marner's good to go. Oh yeah. Oh no, Mikko took JT Miller. He's got Pasta there. Oh, he just sniped my Meyer. All right, Hard Day's Night, you're on notice, buddy. All right, I'm putting you on notice. This show ain't no good. All right, you know what? I'm going to take Dahlin here. I like Dahlin a little bit. I know I've got Hamilton over Dahlin, I think, there, but Dahlin's deployment is better than Hamilton's currently. So I feel good about that. I mean, it's coming back to me, so I got to look at what the hell am I looking at here? Jace. This happens very quickly. But look at all these centers. So you got Crosby, Zibanejad, Point, Barkov. Like, I like all those players. I want to start like diversifying a little bit. But we'll see. I mean, that's why I would have liked Meyer there. It's such a stanky snipe. I hate that. All right. So he's got McDavid. First overall pick has McDavid and Stamkos, Dougie Hamilton. So he's going D there. I'm in a rough spot here. I gotta look at this. Because I think I'm going to end up. Should I go another D? Oh, because there's some good D here. I might do that because I feel good about some of the offense that's left later on. So Zach Attack is on the clock here. He's got Draisaitl, William Nylander he picked in the 2nd round. Dougie Hamilton just went first pick of the 3rd round. What's he going to do? What the hell is he going to do? I don't know. All right, we got to look here. So McKinnon and it's a rough spot in the draft, actually. What's 3rd? Ooh, I love Evander Kane. I'm looking for Evander Kane, but I think it's too early. and Svechnikov too. Those are two guys that I'd like, but I think it's a reach for both right now. At pick 27, no, I can't do that. You know what? I'm going to go with another D and just really shore that up. I like, let's see. I need some periffs. I want Brandon Montour, but the injuries kind of scaring me a little bit. I think it's a bit of a reach there too. So I'm going to take Heisky. Boom. Book it. This is, right off the bat, I'm rattled. I don't take 2D normally on the start here. So this is fine though. Evan Bouchard goes at right after Heiskanen there. So maybe a little D run going. Started by me, by yours truly. All right. Dahlin, Hamilton, Heiskanen, and then Bouchard went next. I think a great pick. Barkov in the third round, great value. He goes at pick number 5 of the third round. So yeah. Oh man. This is cooking. We're starting to cook. We're starting to get a little stinky here. So let's see. Jackson is up. He's got Jack Hughes, Mitch Marner, and we'll see what he does here in the third round. Kyle Connor. I ain't hating it. All right. But that team so far, no periffs. Stinky periffs on that team, Jackson. But you're crushing with some good offensive stuff there. I mean, Connor, he's a 40 to 50 goal man. Zibanejad goes next. That's a great pick, especially because number one bullshits has Matty Tkachuk and Ovechkin, right? So now we can start taking centers. He's loaded up on left wing and right wing there to start. It's a good start for that team, that's for sure. There's some good teams already. I'm loving the first 3 rounds in drafts. This is honestly the first time I've done third overall in my drafts here. Ooh, TJ Stats with Nuge with his third pick. I don't know about that, my man. TJ Stats, I know this guy. He's a very smart fantasy manager, awesome analytics guy. So him picking Nuge there is interesting, right? Because I think we all know that Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was ridiculous. Like all his numbers were completely unsustainable last season. I mean, he cooked everywhere. His on-ice shooting percentage was legendary. So I don't know. That seems a little high to me for Nuge, but I mean, if he comes at all close to 100 points, then we're looking good. But I don't see that in the range of possibilities. I see him more as a 70-point guy next season. And I think a 70-point guy with nothing else really going on besides special team points with Nuge, I think third round's a little high. Jack Eichel goes next with Tkachuk and Kucherov, and then Adam Fox, Big Tony. Tony, what are you doing, Tony? You're taking Adam Fox. It's a nice pick. Adam Fox is a safe defenseman, and I think he underachieved mildly last season. I talked about him in the top 10 defenseman show. So yeah, Adam Fox, a really nice value pick here in the third round, in my opinion. Okay. Jacob Gensel goes to Zebra Dan with Tage Thompson, Timmy Stutz, and Jake Gensel. And then Reese's Pieces taking oh man. So he's with me on my strategy. So Reese's Pieces got Kaprizov with his first pick, Makar with his second, and then Carlson with his third. So and then he takes John Carlson with his first pick of the fourth round. Okay. But he's hoarding all the D. All right, giggity. Don't hoard the D, my man. All right, chocolate, peanut butter, you put them together, you put them in your mouth. All right, it's delicious. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, so he's got an interesting team going so far. I do think there are so many centers later on that we can get. So it's a great move to not load up on centers here. So Carlson goes first pick of the fourth round. Rupe Hintz next up. Shout out to Nate Niblick, who took him in the third round last year. Auto pick. But every time I talk about Hintz, I got to talk about Nate, buddy. That's he loves Baby Dry. All right, he's got something going, something cooking with Baby Dry. So Zebra Dan, buddy, your team's looking stellar right now. Timmy Stutz is an interesting player this upcoming season. I got into his advanced metrics a little bit, and it doesn't show out the way I was hoping for. And he got a crap ton of ice time last season, so I'm hoping that kind of continues this season. But you got Josh Norris back in there. We'll see how that affects things. But I mean, if he's cooking over 20 minutes, I think, Stutzla is going to have a good season. Okay. First goalie goes off the board, Vasilevsky, and then Shesterkin right after him. So it's interesting. I'm full disclosure. I'm going full 0G here. I don't draft a goalie until the 10th round. So that's something I'm going to be doing. But I got to start, thinking of my pick here. So let's take a look. Okay, we got some players coming up here. Oh, so basically it's going to be Svechnikov or Kane. That's who I'm looking at right off the bat. So hopefully these guys don't get sniped. TJ Stats, after the 2 goalies went, picked the John Tavares, who's a great pick. I think he's underrated, and get him in the 4th round, I think is a really solid pick. Braden Point goes after Tavares to the number 1 bullshits. He changed his name to that just so I have to say bullshit over and over again. And I ain't hating it. All right. Whoa. Jackson took Panarin. So he might be punting, per riffs. It kind of looks that way. Like he's got Panarin, Connor, Marner, and Jack Hughes. Oh, okay. So Svechnikov got taken by Mikos. I'm going to take Evander Kane because I'm taking a gander at Evander. I got to put my money where my mouth is. I like this man a lot, and I'm loading up. I love what he brings to the table in a category league like this. Shots and hits, right? Pure and simple. And he's going to do well in goals, I think. I think his conversion could be a bit more efficient, and I think it probably will be. But yeah, that's my 2 cents there. So let's take a look who else is available. All right. So Sergachev goes after me. Let's see. Okay. Jack Cool has McDavid, Stamkos, Dougie Hamilton. Sick team so far. Oh my God. I got to take a look at what I'm doing here. Okay. So there's players I'm interested in, but we're only at pick 48. So DeBrincat goes. So I gotta be smart here. Like pick 48, we're still early, right? Jake Ottinger goes. All right, that's interesting. Yeah. So there's more goalies taken already than I thought were going to be taken at this point. So yeah, because I mean, this is an Apples and Ginos mock draft. I usually like those because 0G it's like 0G chicken. You get down to the 10th round and then it's just a goalie run for like 2 straight rounds. So yeah, Vasilevsky, Shesterkin, and Ottinger off the board. That looks good. Mo Sider then goes to Zach Attack. All right, so I think I got to be smart here, and there's a player that at this point I still think that it's important to kind of hit the wings instead of center. So someone I'm looking at who I'm low-key excited about this season, Brad Marchand. I know he's getting older, but I think at this point, I think this is value for Brad Marchand, and I'm going to pick him up. Okay. So this already is an interesting team for me. I haven't, like I said, I hadn't drafted out of the 3 spot here. So I can't say I'm loving it so far. It's a little bit uncomfortable, as Brad Marchand and Heiskanen are 2 guys I haven't really hit on any team so far in any of my mocks. So right after I picked Marchand in the 5th round, Saros went. So yep, I think he's going to have a great season again. I'm not picking him this year. This is going to be my first Saros-less year. And I'm excited about it, but he's an elite goalie, and he's going to, put up consistent numbers in my opinion. After Saros, Brandon Montour goes first D-man for Mikos, and then Jackson takes Connor Bedard. He's having an interesting time, and I ain't hating it. Like, that's an interesting team so far that Jackson's picking. He's got Hughes, Marner, Connor, Panarin, and then Bedard. So he's just loading up on offense and kind of just saying the hell with the periffs and whatever. I don't know. Periffs are something that is a little easier to get on the waiver wire. So maybe that's the thought there. Zach Werenski goes after Bedard. I love that pick. I don't even think it's early. I've seen Werenski going a lot later than that. And Werenski's a player that I'm kind of targeting in drafts later on. But when you're playing with smart fantasy managers, people own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get Werenski at value. I think that's good. I like Werenski there. Philip Forsberg is a great pick by TJ Stats. Well, he's been falling in drafts. Quinn Hughes goes next, and then Brent Burns goes to Tony. Tony, what are you doing, Tony? Brent Burns is going to have a good season. The Zebra Dan. Oh, the striped one. Let's see what he does, because he's not actually showing in the room. Buddy, Dan, put you on notice too. I'll put you on it. That's, we'll see what happens. Oh, no, there he goes. Clayton Keller. That's a great pick. Zach Hyman goes to Reese's Pieces, and then he takes Matt Boldy on the turnaround, his first pick in round 6. So we're at pick 62 already. Sheesh. This is crazy. Kevin Fiala goes. That's, I think that's a great pick. There's this part in the draft that I feel is a little bit, it's just a bit uncomfortable. Ooh, that's Aho is kind of the one I'm looking at here. I gotta kind of focus up here. Let's see. So we've got, let's take a look at our roster. Where is it? Roster. Okay. My team is interesting so far. I think I've got no right wingers. Alex Tuck is staring me right in the face. I kind of just did a deep dive on Alex Tuck, and I was super stoked on what I found. Like his ceiling is not great, but his floor is really high, and I just like the player. I like him a lot. So I'm looking at Alex Tuck here. What pick are we? 67. Okay. Huberto's another big value this season. I mean, pick 80, we'll see. I like Hedman too this season here. I think that I mean, it's a bit of a hot take. I've got him ranked over Sergachev. I think he'll take more of the power play and kind of come back, maybe not to the level that he was at before, but I think that we can sort of expect maybe a better offensive season from Hedman. That's my 2 cents. I know it's a little bit of a hot take, but oh my God. Okay. So we got 2 picks, and like I said, Larkin, Hellebuck. Okay. So I've got Alex Tuck, who I'm looking at, and oh, you know what? Pick 70. Oh God. Oh, okay. Oh man. I'm gonna take Nikolaj. I gotta take my boy. I haven't got him in very many drafts, and I just think he's gonna have a big season. I don't think Winnipeg has a lot of options when it comes to offensive players, and I think he's gonna run house there. So, I had a great conversation with Victor Nuno the other day, just regarding on Fantasy Hockey Life pod, he talked to like a beat writer in Winnipeg, and they said that the issue is Ehlers wants to play on the power play where Scheifele is, or like they can't play together. So, I mean, but I think they're going to have to figure it out, right? And if Scheifele gets traded, then Ehlers is full go, right? But I still think there's not a lot of options there in Winnipeg, and I think Ehlers is going to get some run. So I'll just give you a bit of a rundown there. So after Aho went at pick 3 of the 6th round, it went Sorokin, then Reinhart, Morrissey, Hedman, Larkin, and Hellebuck. So lots of goalies going off the board. I was not expecting that, to be honest. After I picked Ehlers, Konechny went, and then Patrick Laine. Yep, he's been falling a lot in drafts too. But I'm low-key excited about Columbus this year. I think I love Adam Fantilli in there. I think he's gonna get a decent role, 15, 16 minutes, and he's obviously like a good offensive player. So he's gonna get access to some decent players there. I think Laine, just stay healthy, my man. God, like I want to see the Laine of the Winnipeg days. I think, he has 50 goals in him, but, is it ever going to come to fruition? That's the question. All right, let's see. So we're starting to cook here. We're at pick 74. Oh, man, I got to start looking at my guys. I'm going to take a look at some D. I want to get another number 1 defenseman. I think that's key because I can still get so many centers later on. So I like Noah Dobson a lot. It's still early. Oh man. See, when I see this type of stuff, like when you're this close to the top, you kind of have to reach a little bit for your guys. Let's see. I just make sure I'm not missing out on somebody else. Oh God, do I just go safe? 75. You know what? I'm going to take my boy Hubie. I'm just going rogue here. I'm going rogue. I feel fine about it. Cole Caulfield goes after Huberdeau, but I've got Huberdeau for 85 points. I think Calgary's power play is going to be much better. They got a power play coach in there, Mark Savard. It's just going to be a lot better. I have him for 85 points. I think 85 points in the 7th round. Like Huberdeau hits as well, so I feel good about that. Yeah, and that's all I got to say about that. So just to recap, 7th round started with Alex Pietrangelo, then Alexander Georgie goes to Zach Attack. I took Huberdeau. Cole Caulfield went after that. McAvoy, and then Letang. I was looking at Letang, but I'm not so sure about his role on the team there with Carlson, right? I think that's got to give you a little bit of pause, and it caps a little bit of Letang's ceiling. Carlson too, right? So I've talked about Erik Karlsson and how I'm not super high on him this year. He's still an elite fantasy option, but I mean, he got picked in the 3rd round here, and I think that's too high. It's a little too high for me, right? All right, let's take a look here. All right, Pavel after Letang. Then we got Malkin to TJ Stats. It's a great pick. I mean, if he stays healthy again, I think he's good to go. And then here's a value pick, Johnson Gaudreau, to get your fill up. I think that's actually a really good pick. Obviously, it's Cats League, so he doesn't do much in terms of periffs, but I would take Gaudreau over Laine, and I know Laine scores more goals, but I think Gaudreau's ceiling is much higher. He's going to get locked down the points, assists. So yeah, it's a great pick here in the 7th round. So is the next pick here to Tony, Jesper Bratt. Okay, Tony. Well done, Tony. All right, Tony's a buddy of mine, and happy to have you here, my man. Your team's looking solid. You sniped Aho from me, and Jesper Bratt's a guy I'm high on too. So he's eating my sandwich. Tony, don't eat my sandwich, all right? Don't come to my house. I'm in mid-bite. I had this sandwich in my hand. He ripped it out, and he just stuffed the whole thing in his face. What are you doing? All right. Trouba goes to Zebra Dan. Obviously, Trouba in a banger league. This guy is a legend. Holy, I mean, just ridiculous periffs. Some of the best in the league for defensemen. And he's no slouch offensively. So Trouba in the 7th round here in a cast league, I think that's value for sure. And there are some other guys out there like that, like Darnell Nurse, right? Even Seth Jones, he's still out there. Like I might take those guys over Trouba, but just because of the offensive ceiling. But you can't go wrong with Trouba. His periffs are ridiculous. All right, let's take a look. So we're in the 8th round. We're at pick 86. I gotta concentrate here. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm looking at my team. Let's see. All right. So I'm still centers. I've actually done a good job. So I might look at some centers here and just see who is available. So what are we looking at? Oh man, I still got so many good right wingers in here. You know I love my boy Vinny Tro at pick 88. It's getting a little early. I'm picking Tro in a lot of spots right now, and I feel good about that. Well, let's see. Okay, so Demko goes to Tony. Dobson, get your fill up. Okay, yeah. So I was looking at Dobson, so that's not happening. Chikrin's another defenseman I really like, who went to Reese's Pieces here. At that pick, I think is still good. We're not sure what the power play is going to be like in Ottawa there. Does he take number 1? Like if they're smart, they give it to Chikrin, in my opinion, and let Thomas Chabot just go to work, defensively and on power play 2 and eat all those even strike minutes, but get Chikrin out on power play 1. I hope that's kind of the way they go. Rasmus Anderson went after that, and he's the top power play defenseman in Calgary, which we talked about. I think their power play is going to be a lot. Thomas Chabot goes after that. TJ Stats, Darnell Nurse. Okay, we got a D run here. Oh my, do I need to get somebody here? You know what? Oh God. I love my boy. I love the professor. You know what? I'm going to try and get Michael Matheson on the way back. All right. I picked him in a lot of spots. It's just a guy I'm excited about. And yeah, he's going a little under the radar, not in good fantasy drafts. Like I think I can't wait too long on Michael Matheson because I think these guys are going to probably snipe him up for me. But I'm looking at picking up Mike Matheson here. So we'll see. Oh my goodness. There's still so many good right wingers. I like Nichushkin a lot. I like Troy Terry and I like Trocheck. These are I think these are the players here. It's pick 92. You know what? I got to go Trocheck. I think I have to. If Trocheck's there, I'm going to go Trocheck. But if not, I'll go with Nichushkin because he brings the bangs. All right. He does that. He hits. So unless both these guys here, okay, Kreider goes. I'll just recap this last round. So Chikrin went first in the 8th. Rasmus Anderson, Thatcher Demko, Noah Dobson, Thomas Chabot, Darnell Nurse, Carter Hagee, Chris Kreider, Shea Theodore, and now it's me. And I got to take my boy. Oh, yeah. Vincent Trocheck, that handsome legend, that beauty. Vincent Trocheck at 95. I love that. I still think he's going to get power play 1, even if he gets power play 2. I think he's still good for 60 points, some awesome periffs. And, we're looking just almost at a pick 100 here. So I like that. He's got amazing periffs. And I do think I think he'll get power play 1, but I could see him maybe sliding down to power play 2, but not if they're smart. All right, come on. Vinny Tro for show. Adrian Kempe goes after that to Zach Attack. It's a great pick. He had an awesome end to the season. I mean, this guy's just a pure sniper. I'm low-key interested in LA too. I mean, it's not even a hot take. Like they were a great defensive team last year, but I think they can be a lot better offensively. And when you bring a guy like PLD in there, just shoring up the top 6, I think Fiala can be better. Kempe, he really found his stride at the end of last season. So I like Kempe a lot there. And then Jordan Kyrou goes next. That's a great pick too. I've seen Kyrou falling like an MF. All right. I don't know what's going on, but he's an elite shooter, Jordan Kyrou. So that's something that we like here at Apples and Genos. And to get that at this point in the draft, he just picked Jordan Kyrou at pick 96. That's nuts. So I like that. And I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to go Mike Matheson. This is a bit of a reach. Do I have to reach? Oh, God. I might not have to reach because all these guys picked a D ahead of me. I don't think they're going to take another D. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take Val Nichushkin. Oh, it's either Val Nichushkin or Troy Terry at pick 100. It's going to be decisions. Oh God, I don't know. Nichushkin's got power play 1. Terry has power play 1 as well. But Nichushkin a lot better peripherally. He's going to bring more to the table. That power play is going to be a lot better too. I think I have to go Nichushkin. I hate talking myself out of Troy Terry, but with Nichushkin on the board, I got to do it, and I will do it. All right, but let's take a look down here. Look at all these beauties. We got okay, Skinner, get the hell out of my sight. We're taking Valerina. Get on my team. All right, I like that. Okay, Val Nichushkin at pick 100. So we're doing okay. So let's take a look at our roster here. What do we got? What the hell do we got? So we've got both our centers locked up, left wings and right wings. I still need 2 defensemen and then my goalies. So we're at, let's see, what round are we at? Yeah. So we're in the 9th round. So I'm looking at picking a goalie next round. And let's talk about those. Oh, he took Mike Matheson. Oh, God. Hard day's night. This man he sniped me with Timo Meier, and now he sniped my Mike Matheson. I hate this. All right, buddy. You're big time on notice. All right. Hard day's night. Get the hell out of my sight. All right. Why are you drafting so well? All right. That's fine. Okay. That hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm all right. Let's look at who's been picked so far in round 9. We got PLD. Then Jeff Skinner went. And then I took Val Nichushkin. And then Mike Matheson, the professor, was taken right out of my grasp. Seth Jones went next. Vince Dunn went after that. So, yeah, the D is, slipping away. But I don't think we're going to get a bunch of defensemen coming in the back half of this round. So let's take a look there. Oh, my God. That Mike Matheson, that hurts. I thought I was going to get him back. So, I don't know. Where am I going to draft this guy? When I'm drafting with smart fantasy managers, I'm going to have to reach for Mike Matheson. I hate that. I feel like he's kind of an under the radar guy, but one of the things I loved about Matheson, and you could listen back to any podcast I've done where I've talked about him, is, first off, his deployment is insane. The coach has full confidence in him there. He's going to run power play 1, and that power play is going to be a lot better, right? Full season of Cole Caulfield, healthy. I just think it's looking a lot better. Oh, get your fill up, takes Big Cozy. Yeah, you're not going to hate it, my man. I'm telling you, he's not going to shoot 27%, but he could shoot 19, 20, 21%. I think he's that guy. He is him. I like Big Cozy. I think he's going to have, a 35 to 40 goal season. He's going to get more shots and more minutes. That's my 2 cents. Book it. I like Big Cozy there, especially in round 9. I think I projected him for 68 points, so love that. Yeah, no problem. Claude Giroux and Drake Batherson. Drizzy Drake went before Kuzmenko there in round 9. We're at pick 106. Drew Doughty goes. That's a value pick. That's what we call a value pick. He's still the number 1 guy there. He's still going to play a ton of minutes. I think he was 2nd overall in the league in deployment. Big time periffs, big time power play numbers. So Doughty's a great pick there in round 9. Mackenzie Weegar goes afterwards. Makes total sense. He's a peripheral god. Then Reese's Pieces, just, again, he's eating my chips now off my sandwich. He took Joel Eriksson Ek and then Owen Tippett, who I thought might be available later on. Buddy, stop that. All right. Wow, Zebra Dan is going hard on D right now. Giggity, got to say it again. Justin Falk goes. So that's the 4th defenseman in a row for Zebra Dan. Buddy, are you okay? Are you day drinking again, my man? I don't think so. He's got a great team actually, and these are all beefers that were available later on. So he's kind of looks like he's picking up his periffs later on because he's got some. Yes, well, he's got Stutzla. Stutzla's a great in category leagues because he bangs. Let's keep going. What the hell am I doing? So I think it's round 10. Let's go goalie, and I'm gonna. Oh wow! So there's still you know who I love, and I've been picking a lot. Philip Gustafson. In Gus we trust. Right, Jackson? You damn Skippy, buddy. I'm hoping that this man's available for me. I will probably take Phil Gustafson. If no goalies go up to that point, I might pick another player. Okay, Samsonov. All right. Because I'm a little bit worried about a goalie run here, and Jackson may take Gustafson too. We'll see. Because him and we've talked a lot on Gustafson, so we'll see what he does. If he takes Gus, I'm going to be choked. All right. Oh, he took Pavel Buchnevich. So we'll see. We got Mikos, who's on the clock. This is going fast. I feel like I'm yammering on here. Linus Ullmark's still available, right? He's not going to have the same kind of season as he had before, right? It's just not possible. You look at the top 6 there in Boston, it's not good, right? I was just going over this with Nate. We did projections on Boston, and yeah, it's not very inspiring, right? I think they're going to put Marchand up on the top line, with Pasta and Zaka, and what the hell else is left? I mean, it's getting pretty stinky down there, right? Horvat and Toffoli. All right. You know what? I don't know that I can do that. I got to take. I feel like I want another D-man. And I think I got to do it. I like Morgan Riley. I still believe that he's going to get top power play there. Okay, I'm taking a risk here because I want to get Gustafson on the way back. All right. But Riley was still there. He's a power play defenseman. I think he's going to be number 1. I know they brought in the Klingon, John Klingberg, but Riley, to me, was their best player in the playoffs. It was Riley and William Nylander. So I think that he's going to get power play 1. I'm just looking at these other teams so I can see Jack Cool took a goalie already, and Zach Attack took a goalie already. So I don't think they're going to be in the market for another goalie, maybe, but we'll see, because I got to lock up my boy, Philip Gustafson. So I've got another episode coming out. I've got another episode coming out. Bowen Byram, that's a good pick. Oh man, I might have liked that over Riley, to be honest, but just because of the periffs. But good pick there, my man. Yeah, I'm doing another episode on goalies. My last episode, early top 10 goalies. I'm also going to throw in top 10 0G targets that I like. And, there's some available here, right? So I'm going to try and go Gustafson with my first goalie pick here in round 11, which I think is excellent value for that guy, because I think he's going to be the 1A there in Minnesota. Obviously, their defensive system there, the environment for Gustafson is good. So I like that. And I think he's going to get more starts than Fleury. And he's going to put up some good numbers. Okay, so let's do this whole round 10. Owen Tippett goes, then Justin Falk, Jared McCann to Tony. Devin Taves, nice pick to get your Phillip. Aaron Ekblad, Ilya Samsonov, Pavel Buchnevich, Bo Horvat, get the hell out of my sight. Tyler Toffoli. I picked Riley. Then Bo Byram went, and Jonathan Marchessault. Johnny Johnson. He went at the last pick of round 10. Let's see where we're going here. Oh my God. This Ricky Rax. Okay, that beefer. Yeah, we'll see what happens there in with Carlson going there. I don't know. Raquel might lose a little bit of offense, maybe some time on the power play if they elect to keep Chris Letang on the power play there with Carlson. So yeah, I'm really interested in that Pittsburgh power play this season. I want to see what's what. And Raquel could definitely be a guy that's affected. He had a low-key great season, within some of the riffs. Mark Scheifele in round 11. Okay, boys, it's time. I'm taking Phil the Thrill Gustafson, getting my team, buddy. In Gus we trust. I love it. Okay, 0G. It works, people. Ooh, Mark Stone. He goes right after me. To me, Mark Stone is going to be on my do not draft list. I don't want the headache. He reminds me of Kawhi Leonard in basketball. Like, they've already put out a report saying, like, this guy's going to be taking nights off all season. And I don't want that headache on my team. I'd rather someone else do it, because when he's in the lineup, he can give you some really, really good production. But to me, it's just not worth it. That said, this is Hard Day's Night. The guy who's, eating all my food, coming to my house and just tooting right in my face. I don't like that. All right. That's poor form, my man. So, Mark Stone, I don't know. It's kind of it's a risky pick to me, because they've said that he's going to miss some time, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he feels good during the season. And if that's the case, he's in a great spot, top 6 on a Stanley Cup winning team. And he just had an amazing playoff. So yeah, we'll see. My 2 cents on Mark Stone. Hi, Mark. Stuart Skinner goes after that to Mikos. Great pick. Tristan Jarry goes after that to Jackson. He's a Pittsburgh boy. He loves his Penguins. Let's see how many he has on the team. Does he have any? Oh yeah, he got Letang. Okay, Letang and Jarry. He's loving life, buddy. Congratulations. I think Jarry's going to have a good year too. Pittsburgh in general. Picking up Erik Karlsson to me is a nice feather in the cap for those guys. It keeps the window open in my opinion because Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Gensel, like, as long as he comes back healthy, like they're good to go. They've got a good team. And then you throw Karlsson in the mix there. I think they're going to challenge. They're going to make the playoffs again this year. And then we'll see what happens, right? I love getting Philip Gustafson in the 11th round. Sometimes I feel like I can get him later, but I've seen him go in the 8th round or 7th round sometimes. So I'm really high on the goalie. I think he's kind of like an Ilya Sorokin light to me. Obviously, he had great advanced stats last season, metrics, but oh no. Why is this? So this is something. Evgeny Svechnikov. Why is this man getting I think that's a mistake there for number one bullshits. Maybe he thought it was Andrei Svechnikov because for some reason Svechnikov is ranked. His ADP is like 80 or something. It doesn't make a bit of sense. I don't understand on Fantrax why Evgeny Svechnikov, but he just signed a 2-year contract to Akbar's Kazan. Number one bullshits. You're living up to your name, my man. That pick right there, I don't know about that, my man. You know what? I'm going to hit this guy up on Discord and be like, buddy, what are you? We aren't tracking the KHL as well. All right. God. All right. The Zucchini Man goes to TJ Stats. Love that in the 11th round. Yeah, he's going to be a power play beast. He's good for 60 points, in my opinion. Elias Lindholm goes next, another solid pick. And then Tarasenko in the 11th round. Tony, what are you doing? I think I might like Tony's spot in the draft there. He's picking from number 10, the 10 spot. Yeah. Just a lot of good players falling to that position. Tarasenko in round 11. I think personally that Drake Batherson is going to get power play 1 over Tarasenko, but it wouldn't surprise me if Tarasenko does get it. And if he does, it's blast off time. Oh God. But if you're watching, then you can see what happened here. But, John Gibson went after Tarasenko, Sam Bennett, and then Reese's Pieces, Boone Jenner. Really, buddy? Really? You're taking Boone Jenner? You know what? I can't even blame you because the man is a freaking unit. We all know this. All right. He's a beautiful man with a beautiful head of hair and just an iron granite chin. All right. Sheesh, that hurts a little bit. All right. Merzlikins goes after that. Adam Fantilli goes to Tony. So that's an interesting pick in the 12th round. Maybe a bit of a reach, in my opinion. Tony, what are you doing? Okay, now it's so weird. I'm looking at what we've got available here, and I've got a bunch of right wingers that I'm interested in. Martin Necas and Troy Terry are guys I'm interested in. Troy Terry's still there. I have too many right wingers, damn it. I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. What am I doing? Are any of these guys dual eligible? Yeah, he can go left. They're both dual eligible. Okay, so I can take a right winger. Oh, I think I got to take Troy Terry if he's there. There's still so many other guys I like, though. Troy Terry, I love me some Nick Schmaltz, especially at this point. Matty Barzal, he is dropping way late. And obviously in category leagues, he's not looking too good, but I think the Islanders are going to be better offensively this season. That's for sure. But let's see what we got here. I know I'm going to need a center coming back. Also a defenseman. I should probably look at that. Ooh, is a guy I've been liking for my fourth defenseman is Luke Hughes. I'm not sold that he's going to get even over 20 minutes time on ice, but I don't know. He might. It's a fun pick, Luke Hughes, to me, but he's on a great team, and I think they can sort of bring him up the right way. Let's take a look who else. Another guy I'm really big on, low key, is Cam York here in Philly. I think he's going to run that power play. So I might wait and try and snag Cam York a little bit later for my fourth D. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Tanner Jeannot. All right. So now, Jackson is picking up some beefer stats here. So you got Tanner Jeannot, one of the best hitters in the league. Buchnevich is pretty good too. Let me just run down the 12th round here. So Boone Jenner goes boo. First pick at round 12. Then Elvis Merzlikins, Fantilli. So they got the trifecta of the Blue Jackets there. Tom Wilson goes next. He's a Cats League delight. Sean Dursey goes to TJ Stats. I like that pick. Vitek Vanacek after that. Tanner Janot, Radko Gudis, and Tyler Bertuzzi. All right, I'm up, and I can't in good conscience. Oh, God. You know what? I have to take Troy Terry. I'm taking him. Troy Terry, buddy. He's on my team. Boom. I love that. Okay, and then on the way back, I got to stay away from right wingers, obviously. But man, I'm not too. This is not too shabby. I feel like I need to get a little bit better with my periffs. So let's see who is available. Oh, Josh Norris. That would be a nice pick. Maybe Josh Norris. But again, I'm not sure that he gets power play one there. Nick Schmaltz, I like, but he's not good in category leagues. Ugh. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that Boone Jenner pick, buddy. How do you do me like that? That show ain't no good. I don't like that. All right. I'll get over it though. I got Trocheck. I've been doing so many mocks and like best ball leagues, and I've got Boone Jenner and Vincent Trocheck in like 5 different leagues. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I'm true to form. You know, I love those players. Ooh, Gustav Forsling, great pick there for your D man. I wasn't really thinking of him. You know, I probably got to pick up a D man. Oh God. Let's see what I'm going to do. I need some periffs, damn it. I do like Rasmus Sandin low-key as well. I don't think he's going to get the main bulk of the power play there, but I don't know. He could. So like they could, I think about that kind of similar to Tampa Bay. Like, will they, if Victor Hedman can be moved off of power play 1, like would they consider moving John Carlson off there? Maybe, you know what I mean? That's a bit of a stretch, but that's what I tell myself when I need to try and draft Rasmus Sandin. Look who's still out there. Damn it. We had Martin Hs here at pick 146. That's crazy. Arvidsson as well. I think I need a center. I need a center who's going to do a bit of, banging and slanging. So let's see what we got. Swayman goes. Okay. You know what? I think. Let me see. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to go with Josh Norris. I'm going to take a little ride with this man and see how he does. Josh Norris, you're on my team. Book it. All right. I like that. He's giving me a few periffs. He's going to get access to some great players. But I think my next go around, I got to get probably a D. I got to, either Cam York or let's take a look at some of the D that I was looking at. Okay. So Addison, maybe. I don't know about that. I've got some interesting picks in here. But let's see. Cam York is a guy I'm interested in. Petrie potentially just for the bangs. So yeah, actually Petrie might be a guy that I'm definitely interested in here. So we'll see what's going on. You guys are getting a look at my queue here. Some interesting picks. I like to go in on my drafts and just, I'm sure you guys all do this too. Just go in on your drafts and like find all the value picks and then just pick off of here almost. Sheesh. Okay, we got some interesting picks already in round number 13. So let's recap. Gustav Forsling goes first pick of round 13. Then Jeremy Swayman. I picked Norris. Matthias Ekholm went after. Devin Levi for Buffalo goes after that. Nazem Kadri, that's insane value to me in round 13. Luke Shen. He's going to the number 1 bullshits. Buddy, nice work. TJ Stats, Darcy Kemper, and then Luke Hughes goes to get your fill up. It's like he's listening to me. All right. Luke Hughes in round 13, interesting pick. It's a swing pick for sure. Because again, I'm not sure the guy's going to get even over 20 minutes a game, right? I think he might be like an 18-minute kind of guy as they sort of load him up for the season. Martin Hs finally goes off the board. I think he could have been picked a long time ago. I do like Hs this season. I mean, 65, 70 points, probably, right? It is tough there in Carolina with the deployment that Rod the Bod likes to deploy, but I still think Hs is a staple on that power play. I think the power play is going to be a lot better in Carolina. So I do like that pick there in round 13. There, you know what? This has been a really good draft so far. I got to say that. Besides that Evgeny Svechnikov pick, everybody's been crushing. Like it's hard to even flame your picks, everybody. Unless you're taking guys, off my team. All right. I don't like that. But yeah, I can tell everybody knows what they're doing here. And yeah, this is an interesting draft. I can tell the talent level. All right. So just blowing some smoke up your bums. All right. I do not need more caffeine. It's the amount of caffeine I ingest in a day. I mean, I'm going to definitely put my body up for science and let them study it after the fact because, they'll be able to tell a lot of things about caffeine consumption, sugar consumption. All right. That's just all that crazy stuff. Oh my God. All right. Let's take a look. So we had some interesting stuff go on here. I really like the team Reese's Pieces is building here. Yeah, he's made a lot of good picks. I love that 12 spot. Like he went full 0G and he smoked it. Corpusalo's a great 0G option in my opinion. And then Anderson. Like the only thing stopping Anderson from being a much higher drafted goalie is the fact that there's 3 goalies there in Carolina, but their system, it's like it's like a slog. No, that's a great team to be a goalie for, right? Because you're going to get amazing numbers. First off, they had the highest Corsi for per 60 and the lowest Corsi against per 60. So they're just the ice rink is tilted in Carolina, and I think those 2 goalies right there, you're going to love that. At your 13th and 14th pick, and you took Boone Jenner, buddy. Get the hell out of my sight! Oh my God, I gotta block this man. All right, this show ain't no good. I'm salty. I'm a little salty, but that's fine. Let's keep looking. All right, so Nate just went. Keandre Miller, great pick there in round 13, and then as I said, Corpy and Anderson went, and then Kopitar as well. A great pick. I mean, I think PLD is there in the wings, ready to sort of take over for this man, but I don't think it's going to be next season. I think Kopitar is still going to get buku minutes. He's going to get that power play deployment, probably 60 points, 65 points maybe if things go well for LA. So great pick there in the 14th round. Okay, let's focus up. I got to do some stuff. I got to get a D. And I think I want to go another goalie. Oh, you know who I'm loving? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I got to take Jacob Markstrom here. This man, yeah, this is a great 0G option. Jacob Markstrom. I mean, I know we got Dan Vladar. I'm not so worried about Dustin Wolf. I think Dustin Wolf could maybe do some damage this year if he does get up, if Markstrom falters. But I like Markstrom a lot. The system there in Calgary, plus the new coach out with the old Mr. Grumpy, and then in with we'll see. I think it's going to be a much better vibe. I think that team's going to be a lot better. And their team metrics really showed out. They just were not converting. They had ridiculous conversion rates for the amount of chances that they had. So, I think I'm going to try and lock up Jacob Markstrom if possible. He's now like the top goalie on the thing here. So, Mikos doesn't need one, but Hard Day's Night, he doesn't need one either. So I might be able to get him. I think I'm going to lock up Markstrom for my goalie, and then I'll get a D on the way back, probably Cam York. But let's look at what's happened so far. So it went in the 14th round, Freddie Anderson, Kopitar next, Jared Spurgeon, the block god. Nice work. Dylan Cousins in the 14th round. Sheesh. That's nice value. Then it went Bobrovsky. What are you doing, Bobrovsky? Get back to TSN, Bobrovsky. Yanni Hakanpää went after that for the Periffs. Aiden Hill, nice pick in the 14th round. Taylor Hall can have a great season. Ivan Barbashev. And then it's my turn, and I am going to take Jacob Markstrom for my second goalie. So, I mean, he's a workhorse. He's going to get a ton of time, and he's going to bounce back. There's something stank in Calgary last season. Their team metrics were great. Just the individual performances were not, especially Markstrom's. He was terrible last year. 1 year removed from a Vezina nomination. So you don't just forget how to be a goalie, right? After 1 year, something was going on in Calgary, and I really like Markstrom for a bounce back this season. And he's a great 0G option. Get him in your life. All right. And I do like Taylor Hall here as well in the 14th round. Very nice. I was having a conversation with Nate in our last episode. He's going to get a ton of minutes. I think that's something he hasn't had in a few seasons, right? I think he's going to get back up to 18, 19 minutes, and there really is no one else. So I think his IPP is going to go up, and he's playing with an elite offensive player. Bedard is him, right? I think we can all safely say Bedard's going to have a good season here as long as he stays healthy, and bringing Taylor Hall in there is such a smart move for them. So, all right, let's see who I always like to look and see, if I'm I still need a D, but, I don't want to get it when it's not at value. So we'll see. Let's see. I still got 3 reserve spots. I don't need any right wingers. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Can I pick up some offense here? Jake DeBrusk is still there. Ooh, Jake DeBrusk and Victor Arvidsson. I like both those players. Nick Schmaltz, I like, and Barzal. Lehkonen as well. Sheesh. Lehkonen might be the play here. Okay. So after I picked Markstrom, Hampus Lindholm went, then Trevor Zegras went. That's a great pick, I think. I've got Zegras for like over 70 points next season. So I think the Ducks, they're going to be an interesting team for sure. They got a new head coach. And, apparently he likes offense. So you've got some good offensive players. Hopefully this guy signs long-term for good amount of money. And I think he'll be the guy. Let's see what else we're doing here. Okay. So again, just to recap, I think, what am I going to do? What the hell? Lehkonen. I think Lehkonen's the guy. Obviously, he was injured at the end of last season, but he bangs. He gets shorthanded time. Brandon the Bagel Hagel. Okay, that's a player I'm not too sold on for sure. But his top six I think is pretty solid though. So top on a great team. I think that's the lure for Brandon Hagel, but not a guy I'm too excited about. Matty Beniers goes after that, and I think I gotta take the stacker. I gotta take Lehkonen with Nichushkin. Probably should have grabbed the D there, but oh god. I love these Colorado players. I was saying with Nate when we were talking about projections again, about Colorado, like I feel like I know these players really well because at the end of last season, it was all just like, hey, make sure you have pretty much every Colorado player, and they were amazing for fantasy. And Lehkonen was right in there, right? To me, it goes, Nichushkin first, then Lehkonen, but they're both amazing and they both bang, right? So in a bangers league, I like those players. So let's take a look. We'll recap. Brandon Hagel went first pick in the 15th round, then Matty Beniers. I took Lehkonen. Connor Brown goes after that. So that's a bit of a swing pick. That's an interesting pick. Connor Brown has never really been an offensive guy. He has been a very valuable player for whatever team he's in, but I'm not sure it translates to fantasy. I think he's going to get a chance to play with Connor McDavid, and obviously that's a nice place to be. But yeah, I'm not sold. I'm not picking him up anywhere. After that, Nick Suzuki, he's going to get a ton of minutes, and it's just. I think if you listen to Apples and Ginos, we're not too big on Nick Suzuki and what he brings to the table, but he is going to get a ton of deployment, so he'll probably bludgeon his way to 60 points, maybe more, right? With some power play points as well. Tony DeAngelo. Oh, buddy. Jackson took Tony DeAngelo. That's nice. He could have a good season depending on his role there in Carolina, but he's going to get sheltered minutes for sure. Brock Nelson goes after that. Jamie Benn. Thank you for not picking Jamie Benn any earlier than pick like 177, right? I do not. That's a guy who's going to regress hard. But, if he keeps his spot on that top power play, like, It could keep his floor up, which would be nice. Rasmus Sandin went after that. Then Nick Schmaltz, Victor Arvidsson. See you at the party, Victor. And then Logan Thompson goes at the end of round 15. So Reese's Pieces is loaded up with a really nice 0G strategy here. 13, 14, and 15 picks. He got Korpisalo, Freddie Anderson, and Logan Thompson. I don't know what's going on in Vegas there, but Thompson had a great season until he was injured, right? And then Hill did what he did and got paid for it. But they might go back to Thompson as the number one, right? He might be the 1A. We'll see, though. Sammy Blaze goes after that. Then Braden Shen. Okay, now we're getting a little strange here. So we're at pick 185. Patrick Kane goes. So that's interesting. He's going to be out for the first third of the season, and we don't even know where he signs. So that's an interesting pick there. All right, I got to focus up. Let's see. There's still some good players out there. Players that I like. Like if you look here, I think I should Ross Colton. Do I do here? I don't know. Oh, it took Jeff Petrie. God damn it. Dawson Mercer goes after that. I think Cam York's going to be my guy, but I don't know if I need to pick him yet. I think. Do I need to go with Old Faithful? Jake DeBrusk, I have actually for a pretty good season. Barzal, I think, is probably going to have a good season as well. Oh, decisions. Jarvis is there as well, but I'm not going right wingers anymore because I've gone off. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting in tight here. These top three on ADP here, I like them all. So DeBrusk, Barzal, Max Patch. I think that's a nice kind of a late round flyer. He's great. His advanced metrics, elite. right? So, and if he can come into the season healthy, I think he's going to get power play 1 with Ovi. So, you put those two together, that should equal a pretty nice season. All right, Jackson takes the Klingon, John Klingberg. It's a great pick. I think he'll moonlight on power play 1, no question to me, in Toronto. So he's got Tony DeAngelo and John Klingberg. Those are your last 2 picks, Jackson. Great picks, but damn, those are 2 D-men I do not like at all. Okay, Max Patch went. All right, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? You know what? I think I want to beef up my where are we at? Pick 190. Yeah, I'm going to take Ross Colton. Shout out to Nate. I'm taking Ross Colton, baby. Let's go. This guy bangs. He's going to get, he's one of the most efficient shooters in the NHL. Love that. And he bangs, right? So we're in a Bangers Cats League. I love the pick. And, it kind of goes with my Colorado stack, which I've actually got 4 players on now. I should actually have thought about that. So I'll take it easy on Colorado from now on. But damn. That's a lot of abs. Actually, if I would have thought about that a little more, I don't know if I would have taken that 4th Avalanche player, but we'll see. I like Colton for what he brings to the table. Obviously, the hits and the highest ice time he's ever had was just over 12 minutes, and he's going to get like 15. He's going to get the 15-minute treatment next season. With some decent players and hopefully power play 2. And if anything happens, get him up on the top 6. Like, I know people have got Drouin scheduled in there or slotted in there on the top line, but what if they put Ross Colton up there? Holy man. Yeah. You're going to see some happy fantasy managers over here at Apples and Genos. That's for damn sure. All right, Jarvis goes after Colton. I like that pick a lot. I think Jarvis is going to get power play 1. I talked about that with Nate as well. And then to finish off the 16th round, Brian Rust goes. He should have a bounce back season as well, in my opinion. But let's keep going. We're almost done. Thank you for sticking it out with me, everybody. We're just at an hour here. It's been going at a pretty good pace. We're in round 17, and we'll finish this up. But I sure appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. I hope that this is something that you enjoy. What I'll do at the end of this is kind of just go over the teams really quick and just see what team I like and maybe kind of shout it out. But David Perron goes first pick overall in the 17th round. Ooh, okay. You know what? I gotta take a D-man here. I gotta do it. And I said I was gonna do it, and I will do it. I'm gonna take Cam York. So hopefully, don't snipe me, Zach Attack. I need some Cam York in my life. This is pretty much a power play 1 guy in round 17. That's pretty good. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know who else is going to be taking power play 1 off this guy. It's not a good power play, but it should be better, right? With Couturier coming back, Atkinson, right? They got some bits and pieces. Owen Power, the Power Glove, great pick as well. I'm taking Cam York. Book it! Oh, thank you, my man. All right. We're good to go. We're loaded up. Now we're just picking up our skaters, and then we can have some fun. All right. So my last pick. Who am I going to take? I've got you all here. We're going to do, so we're going to have the Patron League, the Apples and Genos Patron League. That's going to be a Cats League with this scoring right here. So you do need to be a patron to get into that league, but it's really fun. Josh won it last year, that ding dong. What are you doing? Oh my God. So, he's going to want to repeat that. So we got to take the crown away from that man. So I'm excited about that. Also, we're going to be running a points league just to everybody. Right. And if there's enough interest, maybe we'll run another one, but, I just want to throw that out there. Thank you guys so much for first off, for the 11 guys in here for joining me. I really appreciate that. You guys are some solid fantasy managers here. So I like that. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Pavel Zacha in round 17. It's great. It's a great pick. Pavel Zacha, to me, he went right after me, Cam York. So there's no other centers in Boston. So unless they trade for somebody, Pavel Zacha is it. He's the man. So I think he's going to get a ton of time. And I think picking him up at pick 17, like he's going to be stapled to Pasta pretty much the whole season. So I think it's a great pick. It's very low risk. And at this point in the draft, you got to be loving that. Matty Barzal as well. I don't know how he slipped this far. I looked past him a bunch of times. I like that player a lot. I mean, when you watch him out there, he looks like the best player on the ice, right? He just doesn't convert. He doesn't do a lot peripherally, but I think at some point on the island there, the offense is going to pop a little bit more. And I think with Bo Horvat there, as I hate to say it, I think Barzal can really kind of find his stride. All right. Riley Smith goes after Barzal. Philip Grubauer, nice pick, actually. Really nice pick, because Seattle, their team metrics, pretty damn good. They overachieved that even strength last year in terms of their conversion, that's for sure. But yeah, defensively, that team actually showed out pretty well, like in terms of their metrics. So went Philip Grubauer, and then the juice box use of Alamaki. I'm not sure about him this season. I hope he does get some play. Like I know they got Jersey in there. I think that sort of caps Valimaki. Like there's too many roosters in the hen house there, so I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do. Drouin goes after that for the potential first line there. Kevin Addison after that. That's a great pick. Could run power play 1 in Minnesota. Thomas the Turtle Hurdle, and then Connor Clifton rounds it out. And we're into the 18th round, everybody. Oh, Tony picked up Jaromir Jagr. I love that pick, buddy. Holy jeez. He's coming back. He's coming back. That's the pick of the draft right there. Jagr in round 18. Beautiful. Book it. I'm going to see if John Scott's available. Okay, so in round 18, Lucas Raymond, Colton Parayko, Jaromir Jagr, great pick. Marcus Johansson, yes, actually, I love that with your last pick. And the next pick too, Wyatt Johnston, another great pick. Like these are guys that can pop. Like really nice last picks here. Johansson, he had some really good chemistry on the second line there with Boldy. And he got more deployment in the playoffs as well, Marcus Johansson. So that's a low-key, sneaky pick, in my opinion. I like that. Jakub Vrana, great pick. We know what he does. It's just, is he going to get the deployment? I'm not convinced, but it's a great pick nonetheless. See, Matt Duchene. Was that Duchene again? Matt Duchene goes after Vrana, then Ville Husso, Sean Couturier, and then it's up to me. What the hell? I didn't even look at what I'm doing. You know what? I don't know. Let's take a look. Who's the biggest hitter here? Oh. Should I just beef these guys out of control? Oh, 41. No, well, let's be smart. Let's go. I'm going to take off here. I do like Burakovsky. I'm going to go there. Andre Burakovsky in my last pick. He's going to be on power play 1. I think people are sleeping on this man a little bit because he was injured last season, but he's a great player. His metrics show out. I love that. So, yeah, I'm excited. I like my team. I think it started out a little strange for me. It is hard to do this live. So this is my first one. I'm going to try and do a bunch more. But spot 3 was a little interesting. I found myself in some weird spots that I didn't really like. So I'll run down my team and let you know kind of who I picked here. But let's see. So to go over the 18th round again, Lucas Raymond, Parayko, Jagr, Johansson, Johnston, Vrana, Duchene, Husso, Couturier, Burakovsky. Schmid is a great last pick. I think he might get number 1 there this season, and it's a great team. So I love that pick. Geez, it's just so inspirational, Zach. So freaking inspirational, buddy. Wicked name too, Akira Schmid. Has anyone seen Akira the movie? I know I'm dating myself a little bit, but it's like a really ridiculous anime movie from the 80s. Super violent, and I watched it as a very young child. Probably shouldn't have, but yeah, it's recommended. All right, don't watch it with the kids. All right, let's see. He's going to let the clock run out. Jack Cool, that's fine. All right. Rest up, King. Thank you for your service. All right, let's take a look at some of these teams. So I am going to run down my team and kind of let you know where I'm at here. So there's some picks here I'll just talk about. Here we go. Spain Gostisbehere. Lovely. Okay. So that is done. Thank you, everybody, for listening to that. So I'll run down my team really quick. Nathan McKinnon, Rasmus Dahlin, and Miro Heiskanen. So I locked up 2 top power play defensemen on great power plays. Then I chose to go Evander Kane with my next pick, and then I got Marchand as well. So same kind of thinking there. I'm trying to beef up some of my periffs. I love Evander Kane in the 4th round here. I think that's a good value. I was hoping he didn't get sniped. I like Svechnikov a little better than Kane. So if he was there, I probably would have taken Svechnikov just due to the offensive ceiling there and the power play time, right? Kane doesn't get any power play time. But then Marchand, and then I had to pick my boys. I picked Nikolaj and Jonathan Huberdeau, guy I'm fairly high on. I was happy I got Vincent Trocheck as well. And then getting Nichushkin. I've seen this guy down here so many times in these mock drafts. I think this is a guy we can start targeting, Nichushkin, because as long as he's good to go, and I think he is, based on all that stuff that happened there, I think he's good for 65, 70 points, plus, probably 100 hits. He does that, right? And then I was able to pick up another power play defenseman to me in Morgan Riley. Philip Gustafson in my 0G strategy, got him in the 11th round. Very nice. Troy Terry and Josh Norris, I think are upside plays. Terry, I think, is going to bounce back from what he did last year. I think he has 80-point potential. Norris, I don't know. We'll see. It's been a while since we've seen him, but he does other things if he doesn't score. Like if he's a 55, 65-point guy with like reasonable periffs and shots, I'd be happy with that. And then Markstrom, again, big time 0G target for me because he's falling in drafts at a ridiculous pace. And Calgary's metrics last year, even under Daryl Sutter, they were great. They just didn't convert. And Markstrom played like crap. He literally played like crap. So, but he's 1 season removed from a Vezina nomination. So I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think he's going to bounce back. And then I got some more periffs, some more Colorado Avs. I got Lehkonen and Ross Colton here. Colton's a guy I'm very high on this season, as you know. Nate as well. He's going to be one of our sleepers. Cam York is going to be a sleeper for me as well because of that power play. And then Burakovsky. Love it. You know what? We are long on this episode, so I'll go over some of these other teams and just see where there's some values and some reaches, in my opinion. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this mock draft. I really appreciate that. I'm going to, like I said, I'll share these teams out and just show you kind of what they look like. But that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Celebrate your day. Bye for now.